Hey, what's going on, everybody, and welcome to the Learn Dota 2 League. I am your host, Captain Rob, aka The Banana Stand, bringing you live coverage of the Backdoor Boys versus Lich Better Have My Money Week 1, Round 1 game here in the Learn Dota 2 League. For those of you who are not familiar with Learn Dota 2, it is a not exactly beginner league, because the league is filled with plenty of people who have been playing Dota 2 for quite some time. But it is a league that is filled up with people who are below or around 3K MMR, that are all drafted into teams, and then the teams will play for a series of weeks until we end up inside playoffs, and then there's a championship game. This is my first time joining the league. I was invited to the league by some people who have played it in the past, and I will tell you that my experience so far has been fantastic. So I hope you enjoy the cast, I hope you enjoy the games, and really, if you're not playing in the games, I hope you get a chance to play in the remainder of the seasons. So this game, we have Backdoor Boys versus Lich Better Have My Money. Backdoor Boys, the players consisting of Zuzu, Calm Down Animals, Combination Bean, Manoy, and I Heckin' Love Peru. On Lich Better Have My Money, we have Dogtown, Kid Dynamite, DeBush, X3L47, and Run Over Meat. We will start out with the ban phase here. We do pick up a first round ban of Ogre Magi. And looking to see what Backdoor Boys is going to pick up here. These early bans, a lot of teams like to do some scouting on the other team's side, find some niche picks that might mess up some of their more comfort heroes. So Backdoor Boys will pick up the ban on the Necrophos, and Lich Better Have My Money responds with a ban on the Night Stalker. We'll see what they pick up here on the second round. Normally in these first two rounds of picks, you're looking to maybe get a support, perhaps get like an off laner. Very rarely you're going to pick up like a 1 or a 2. You're not really going to look at your mid lane or your safe lane unless you feel really confident in the performance on that hero. The reason why you don't really want to pick those heroes early is that often you're going to get countered farther into the pick phase, and the last thing that you want to do is pick a comfort hero and then have them play into something that just really does not feel comfortable for them at all. So we're burning into some reservation time here. Looks like Backdoor Boys definitely taking their time on this second ban, not really wanting to give Lich Better Have My Money a really comfortable first pick. I'm always interested to see what people will pick up here. Loving this banner for Backdoor Boys. fantastic picture. And we will pick up the Treant Protector ban. First pick for Lich Better Have My Money gets Silencer. Silencer, fantastic pick here. Silencer really good in most any match. Fantastic ultimate ability. He has the ability to shut down a lot of channeled abilities. A lot of heroes that have channels such as like Witch Doctor. You can stop like Dawnbringer from hopping in. And then we have the response. We pull up Abaddon. Abaddon really great. He has a fantastic dispel ability. He can put the shield on you, but it will also dispel any silence that you have on top of yourself. It can dispel some damage over time abilities. So really good pickup here. Wondering where this Abaddon, running really both where this Abaddon and the Silencer are going to go, whether or not they're going to be a 3 or 5, or I'm sorry, a 4 or a 5. As we dig into a little bit more of some reserve time here, we'll see what they pick up as the second round.
Grimstroke.
And we get Grimstroke. Grimstroke, fantastic. Grimstroke has an ability that binds two characters together, and any ability that you cast on those heroes will be affected for both of the heroes. Also has a really good silence, good slow, nice stun. Perhaps not a very reliable stun, because it does have a long amount of time before the stun actually goes off, but we'll see how that works. And it looks like Lich Better Have My Money does pick up their offlaner with Tidehunter here. Tide, really good, just all-around offlaner. Has a fantastic ultimate ability. Once you get Blink Dagger, you can blink in and do the Ravage and really just mess some stuff up inside of a team fight.
10 seconds.
Really great pick. I like playing some Tidehunter. And in response, we go back to the bans, and they ban out Void Spirit. Looks like they're a little bit afraid of maybe targeting some mid laners here. Mid laner on Backdoor Boys is Manoy, so perhaps a targeted ban on him. And we'll see what Backdoor Boys responds with.
5 seconds left.
Not much here in terms of cores getting picked out. We do know that the Tidehunter is most likely going to go into the off lane. Still pretty flexible as to where the Abaddon and the Grimstroke can go. Taking into consideration that this is the feedback of a 2 to 3K MMR player, so I am by no means an expert. I consider myself an expert in broadcast, not very much an expert whenever it comes to Dota 2. I've played thousands of hours of Dota 2, so I will provide you with the best feedback that I possibly can.
10 seconds.
And this is also a great time for us to talk about our sponsor. This game brought to you by Cheez It. Cheez It. Get your own box. We respond with 2 more bans here. We got Lena banned out. We also have Storm Spirit banned out. So it definitely looks like Lich better have my money focusing on getting rid of some of those mid laners. Don't want somebody jumping in there. And then we respond. Backdoor Boys gets rid of the Drow. Drow could be played in the mid lane, probably more often played as your 1. Drow, fantastic hero. I have seen a lot of really good Drow games. A lot of people in the league so far playing Drow, or at least in my scouts have found that like a lot of people seem to enjoy Drow. We got one more ban here, and then we're gonna go back into picks.
5 seconds left.
And we'll see what they get. They ban out Anti-Mage. AM. Okay. Interesting. Banned out AM, but they already have the silencer. Normally, I'm not so worried about AM when I have silencer because you can silence AM, keep him in place, and then you can take care of him from there. So interesting ban here.
10 seconds.
Maybe it is possible that I believe the one on Backdoor Boys is Chris, and possible that Chris has a really good anti-mage. Not really sure. Haven't really scouted it. And then they respond with a ban of the Medusa. So just not wanting to have to deal with Medusa. I'm never afraid of a ban on Medusa, or I never dislike a ban on Medusa. Medusa, annoying hero, really hard, super hard hero to fight into.
10 seconds.
And just makes the games go super long. So maybe this is Backdoor Boys saying, you know, we don't want a long game, we want a short game, we want to sort of like knock this out in 30 to 40 minutes, something like that. Because if you have Medusa and this game goes an hour, man, you are going to have a tough time.
Lion.
Backdoor Boys picks up Lion, another great pick, which really kind of begs the question: who is the 3 here? You got 3 possible support heroes flexing. Probably makes the decision on Lich better have my money pretty difficult. Not really knowing who you're going to be going up against, who's going to hold all this farm.
5 seconds left.
We'll see what they do. Lion's a great hero. Lion has plenty of disables. He's got I'm not going to say reliable stun, but it's not the hardest stun to hit. He does definitely have a reliable disable in his Hex. A lot of damage on the ultimate. Doesn't do a ton of damage in lane without a lot of items. But he is great at closing out kills, at getting picks.
Earth Spirit.
Ooh, Lich better have my money. Pulls up Earth Spirit. My guess is that this Earth Spirit is probably going to Dogtown. Dogtown, good buddy of mine, has played plenty of Earth Spirit. Really good Earth Spirit. And Earth Spirit's a fantastic hero. He has slows built into his kit. He has a silence built into his kit.
Seconds.
He has a stun built into his kit. He's a really high skill hero. A hard hero. I mean, I cannot play Earth Spirit for the life of me. Really difficult hero whenever it comes to like hitting those abilities, but if you can successfully hit his abilities, his kit has a lot of versatility. So there's a lot of things that we can do with this Earth Spirit. Which means that we're probably down to the cores here for Lich better have my money. They're probably looking at their 1 or their 2 that they're wanting to pick up on this round. We'll see where this goes. Cores that I would be looking at here. Somebody wants to play into Tidehunter. Juggernaut, always a great pick. Juggernaut really the only time you ever want to worry about Juggernaut is if they have the only time you ever have to worry when playing Juggernaut is if they have some sort of stun or disable that pierces BKB. So if you're playing into sort of like playing into a Bane, it's not great. You playing into a Pudge, it's not fantastic. Anybody who pierces BKB, so you got like Spirit Breaker, Slardar, have bashes that go through BKB. Sorry, not really BKB, but spell immunity. Because Jug's spin will allow him to escape most of the time if they don't have anything to lock you down. But right here, Backdoor Boys has not really revealed anything that can stop this Jug from just spinning and TPing out. Jug's also great because he can do a ton of damage inside of a fight if you choose to go Ag Scepter. He can do a ton of damage without actually being on the map, so you can't really stop him.
Banned now.
Slog.
And Backdoor Boy's response was Slark. Slark, just a really solid pick all around. Slark as a hero steals your primary stat whenever he hits you. I believe it's your primary stat. It might just be agility. Again, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm not great at Dota. But he does steal stats whenever he hits you, which means that longer sustained fights with Slark can be really dangerous. And also, anytime a hero dies around Slark, he gives him permanent agility. So he's a hero that kind of wants to snowball. So right now what I'm seeing in Backdoor Boy's lineup is that they don't really want this game to go super long. They want to play aggressive. They want to secure parts of the map and sort of like strangle out Lich Better Have My Money. Lich Better Have My Money is sort of on a time crunch here because once Tidehunter gets that Blink Dagger, you want to be able to sorry. You want to be able to make shit happen. But getting that Blink Dagger can take you a little bit of time. And also, Ravage has a long cooldown. So I think that Lich Better Have My Money is having a hard time with not having really a reliable stun that they can have throughout the game. We do get a Huskar ban, we get a Magnus ban, we get a Quap ban. So it looks like we're sticking with banning out these mid heroes, and obviously, you know, we got, unless Lion's going mid, looks like we're probably got the last two mid picks here.
10 seconds.
So we're looking at probably Minoy's pick, and then we also have
5 seconds left.
I believe Kid Dynamite is the mid on Lich Better Have My Money. Not really familiar with either one of these guys' hero pools, so they could be very large. Got plenty of picks. Banning out the Huskar on Backdoor Boys.
Turn to pick.
Bans out the Sniper. Nobody really wants to play against Sniper ever. Pretty comfort pick for most anybody. So let's see what Kid Dynamite chooses to pick here. I would like to see something with a stun. I think something with a reliable stun would be nice. That's probably what I'm thinking here.
10 seconds.
Damage. I think that Lich Better Have My Money is lacking on damage a little bit. I mean, Juggernaut does a ton of damage, but it takes him a while to get all those items. So something that can do some damage. Single target damage would be really nice. Because Silencer does some AoE damage, but the thing is, this Silencer is probably a support Silencer, so he's not going to have a ton of farm. Earth Spirit is most likely the 4, so this is probably a Silencer 5.
Wind Ranger.
Yeah, pick up Wind Ranger, so not bad. Wind Ranger, you got some tower damage there. You got some single target damage. You got perhaps not a reliable stun, but you do have a stun. Does plenty of damage. Wind Ranger can get activated pretty early in the game, so let's see what Backdoor Boys responds with. One wants to play into a Wind Ranger, something that does some spell damage. Doesn't really have to worry about the fact that Wind Ranger has evasion. I guess not really evasion. It's just like all attacks miss when she wind runs. So something that doesn't really have to worry about that. We'll see. Probably not Storm Spirit. Well, Storm Spirit's banned, I believe. Yeah, Storm Spirit's banned out of here. What else do we got? I mean, I don't know. I'm just speculating here. Not sure what Minoy plays. But we'll see what he picks in here. You got about 10 seconds left. Lich Better Have My Money, leaving 46 seconds in reserve time. Ooh, Shadow Fiend. All right, Shadow Fiend. Interesting pick here. All right, so Minoy, I'm not sure what build he goes on Shadow Fiend, but Shadow Fiend, good response for Wind Ranger. Does plenty of damage with his spells, so doesn't really have to hit you with right clicks. Does a lot of right click damage though. Not sure if he goes the spellcasting build or if he goes the right click build. I would imagine that he's probably going to go the spellcasting build because Slark is going to be your big right clicker here. Look at all these great skins, guys. Fantastic skins. Look at that Tidehunter. Look great. Tidehunter looks great. I love that Grimstroke. Look at that the Grimstroke helmet there with like the little bonsai tree on the top of his head. It's fantastic. Great job. Way to give money to the game, guys. Way to give money. Dota, great game. So yeah, we're gonna be starting the game here pretty soon. Right now, based on how this looks, I think I like. Well, it's tough, you know. It's tough. I think that Lich Better Have My Money has a lot of really good cores. I think that they have probably better damage than Backdoor Boys, but Backdoor Boys has way more crowd control. So like earlier on in the fights before Lich Better Have My Money has items, I think that Backdoor Boys might have an advantage. 4 wins on Slark there. We got the Juggernaut coming in here. 14 commands in 15 matches. DeBush being a great PMA hero. Great PMA character. I'm going to go directed camera. We'll probably control the camera a little bit throughout the game here. But we'll start out on directed. We'll let the AI decide where we're going to go. And we will start out here. We have, let's see here. Let's better have my money playing on the Dire side. We have Backdoor Boys playing on the Radiant side. As we bring in the very first match of the season, week 1 of LD2L, ladies and gentlemen. Fantastic. Can't wait. It's going to be a fantastic season. We're excited to be here. We're excited to be here casting the games. Of course, I cannot cast all games live because I will be competing inside of the games, but I would love to be there. An early ward being placed here in the middle lane. Normally you have supports put wards in the middle lane in areas to allow for your mid laner to have vision on the opponent's side, so that way they can hit them on the uphill. Problem with placing an early ward is that it can sometimes get dewarded. Big thing for the supports is to try and hide these wards in places that are that your opponent may not find. We got Dogtown doing an early invasion here. Does Dogtown have a ward? He does have a ward. No, I'm sorry. This is actually Dogtown side of the map. So it looks like we're actually going to be pretty safe. We got all of Radiant stacked up here. We got Dire maybe like looking to secure this rune down here as well as this rune over here. Can I actually ping the map? I cannot ping the map. Oh, I can ping the map. All right, cool. We got an early invasion, possible first blood here for Backdoor Boys. And there you go. First blood will go to Vex. First blood on the Abaddon. You can watch that in our kill cam. The kill cam brought to you by Mountain Dew. Mountain Dew, do the do. As we will go to each of our lanes. Juggernaut going up top here. It does look like Juggernaut will have the silencer, so it was a silencer 5 after all. We got Grimstroke playing with Abaddon. So I guess it looks like Abaddon is going to be our 3 here. As we go to our mid matchup. And obviously we have what looks like, we have a pause. Paused by the Tidehunter, who has DC'd. X3147 DCing here. Ooh, sorry. I'm gonna take a drink of water as I'm continuing this. Tide's game has crashed. So the internet has gone out wherever X317 is, and it is back online. The internet in Missouri has come back online. Shout out to Missouri. Let's get some hands up for Missouri in the chat. That's a lie. I actually don't know if X317 is from X3147 is actually from Missouri. Just giving out Missouri for the love. Kid Dynamite picking up some last hits. Kid Dynamite having a tough time in this mid lane right now, pretty early on. Shadow Fiend, kind of a bully. He does struggle with mana. Obviously, he's picked up a stack. He's lousy. The all-you-can-eat enchanted mango warehouse over here in the mid lane. So he does struggle with mana. We got a little bit some poking back and forth. You know, like Friday night sissy fights down here between two supports. A nice ward dropped here in the lane. And Slark is a hero that I don't believe has a hard time with Tidehunter because Slark, again, steals stats whenever he hits you. So he's not really all that worried about Tidehunter. He can sort of like take pot shots at Tidehunter, get a little bit stronger as he gets a couple of levels. We do have First Blood that or I'm sorry, not First Blood, but we do have a kill that happens here in the top lane. DeBush going on Abaddon does get a double kill. Fantastic job there. As DeBush and Silence are run over Meat pick up 2 kills in the top lane. Run over Meat trying to get this pull. Does miss the pull, but appreciate the effort. Appreciate, fantastic try. As our boys come back into lane here. Abaddon starting out with Charisma Furnace. He's going to spin on top of Abaddon again, but we have a counter initiation with that stun by Grimstroke. Will they get him here? No, they get that silencer pretty low, but they're not able to take him out. Silencer does not have a salve, so he's going to have to play a little. They're going to have to play a little passive in the top lane. Jug wanting to come up and get this farm. The smart idea would be to play aggressive onto this Jug, knowing that the silencer can't stay here. And that's exactly what Backdoor Boys wants to do. They're gonna try and force him out. Abaddon looks like Juggernaut's building. He's got Yasha queued up. What do we got Abaddon building here? Abaddon going for phase boots. Grimstroke just wanted to pick up some boots, period. We got a bottle on Shadow Fiend. We got a bottle coming out on Kid Dynamite. Shadow Fiend looking like he's gonna go Hurricane Pike. Sorry, not Hurricane Pike. Whatever the hell the item is that allows you to attack from really far away. Dragonlance. And then looks like he's got a Shadow Amulet. So probably gonna go Shadow Blade. Wanting to do plenty of roaming here. He's just beating up Kid Dynamite. We got a fight going on here in the bottom lane. Dogtown rolling in, just a couple of pot shots going back and forth. I don't know if this is actually going to result in a kill. Ooh, never mind. We got Chris going on Dogtown here. They will get the stun by Rada, and they will take out Dogtown. Chris picking up a kill there. Fantastic job. One permanent agility going on to that Slark. Close matchup here in the mid lane. Ooh, Kid Dynamite in a rough spot, and Minoy will take him out with 2 blasts. So actually, really good pickup by Minoy on the Shadow Fiend. Shadow Fiend does not really care about the fact that Minoy can run away. He can just hit him with those spells whenever he wants. And this is actually going to be a free water rune picked up by Minoy. Possibly 2. We got 2 wards sitting here in the middle lane. Both wards on both sides. So really focused on trying to protect Kid Dynamite. But right now he's not really so worried about getting ganked. He's more worried about this just matchup in the mid lane, period. It feels like a tough matchup for him. Come back here into the top lane. The question is, do Grimstroke and Abaddon know that this guy's alone? They don't have a ward in this jungle, so they're not really sure what this silencer is doing. They probably are assuming that he is going to pull. None of these camps are blocked. Do we have any camps blocked in the bottom lane? We do not have any camps blocked in the bottom lane either, so pretty much just letting everyone do what it is that they want to do. Silencer taking some shots down there, trying to bully out this Grimstroke. Combination Bean putting some damage on Debush, trying to interrupt that farm. So we have in sort of in terms of game stats, let's look at some last hits here. Looking like it's definitely favoring Backdoor Boys. Backdoor Boys having more last hits on their 1 and on their 2. Shadow Fiend 30 last hits, 8 denies. Having a hell of a lane. Oh my goodness, that damage going out on the silencer. He will get taken down. Does Abaddon get taken down as well? No, he is going to get away. He's going to pop the healing ward, but is he going to be able to do it? He looks like he's in a tough spot here. Abaddon going back in, using the shield on himself. Oh, is he going to get out? Is he going to get it? He does not get out, and that is 2 kills in the top lane. The Dogtown coming down here in the mid lane, seeing if he can pick up a kill on Minoy. Minoy running away, does not have any mana here to use his abilities, but unfortunately they don't have the damage to pick it up. And Lion will come in to help out his buddy. Lion TPing in to help his neighbors out. I'm gonna drop a sentry ward there. Back down to the bottom lane. Slark gonna try and pick up some agility here off of this Tidehunter. Hey, what's going on, man? Can I borrow some of that? The Tidehunter says, no thank you. I'm gonna hit you in the face with a club. And Slark's gonna run away as Dogtown enters lane. Earth Spirit coming back here. Going back to the top lane. Got some push damage going on here. A cart knocking on the buildings. Mid's looking, well, I'm not going to say even. Shadow Fiend's definitely running away with this lane right now. But in terms of tower damage, it's actually looking pretty even on both sides.
Vanishing winds.
Juggernaut will get a spin, trying to get a kill on this Abaddon before he turns 6. And he will, in fact, take him out. Fantastic job there by Debush. Debush getting phase boots. Phase boots really great on Juggernaut because it allows you to run down your targets whenever you activate your spin. So your spin, contrary to popular belief, does not give you actually any additional movement speed. Some people spin to try and get away faster, but all spin does is actually just allow you to be spell immune. So by getting the phase boots, it gives him the ability to run people down and keep that sustained damage while he's spinning on top of you. Kid Dynamite gonna take a shot right down the middle lane, and we got Rada over here trying to take out, maybe just like get a little bit of damage in here. make some space for his Slark. Slark, once again, sort of just tearing away here. Slark looks like he's building, what is this? Probably going to be an Echo Saber. An Echo Saber. The ability to attack twice. Fantastic. It helps out Slark with farming a little bit. He can farm with Dark Pact, but it also helps him to get additional hits on the opponents, so that way he can steal a little bit more extra agility. We got Debush's ultimate does go down. Unfortunately, he's not able to pick anything up. He bounces around from a whole lot of creeps there. But now Abaddon does also does Abaddon have borrowed time? He did not. Nope. Now he levels borrowed time.
Tower is under attack.
Just an unfortunate series of events there as Debush is bouncing around on too many additional targets outside of his actual target of those enemies. Let's check out what the Shadow Fiend has. Shadow Fiend still just having power treads and his bottle. Kid Dynamite has a bottle, has a haste room bottled as well, so we'll see if he can actually turn this into a gank in another lane. He wants to push this tower if he can, and then rotate over to a different lane. We got 3 in the top lane though. We got Rada coming up here. He is gonna get a stun there on the Silencer. They are gonna follow it up with the Earth Spike. Silencer probably not gonna make it out of here alive, but Debush does follow it up by taking out Grimstroke as well. Oh, and Dogtown's in here as well. We'll see if they can take him out. They did get the silence on Juggernaut. Not really worried though. Juggernaut doesn't have his Blade Fury and also doesn't have Omni Slash, so he's just gonna run back to his tower. Don't really have the damage to follow this up. Oh, but we have Wind Ranger up here as well. Gonna get a pick on Lion. There's 1. Kid Dynamite picking up 1. Can he get 2? No, he is gonna go for the Courier though. Gotta pick up the UPS guy on his way out the door. And meanwhile, Minoy gonna take some chip damage on this tower. Does pick up the Blitz Knuckles, so at this point they do know that he's probably going to go Shadow Blade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Blitz Knuckles though do help. They give him that additional attack speed. Really good on Shadow Fiend because Shadow Fiend already has Necromastery. So Necromastery allows Shadow Fiend to do more damage based on how many souls he's holding on to. He has those souls until he uses his ultimate, which blows up all these souls and does a ton of damage. But when he has all these souls, he has this additional bonus damage. So Blitz Knuckles was really good on him early on. Sorry, we missed this in the bottom lane. Rada picking up a kill on Tidehunter from behind the tower. But he will get taken out there by Silencer. Silencer popping his ultimate. That's a big cooldown. But while his enemies are silenced, they are not able to get rid of Arcane Curse. So he is able to extend the Arcane Curse timer on Lion and take him out. Let's see here. Lich better have my money, hoping to take out Shadow Fiend in the middle lane, but he is going to get away. Pretty close match here, actually. We got a 1K gold differential as we enter the 10-minute mark, the 11-minute mark here. Pretty close game, 8 kills to 7 kills on both sides. Chris just focusing on getting some last hits here, and Tidehunter just focused on forcing him out of lane, saying, you know what, this is my place. I'm the big dog in this yard. I'm the big fish monster in this yard.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
We do have a deep ward here by Lich better have my money. A ward right here as well, a ward in, but we also have a deep ward up here. Good warding by these supports to get vision on these heroes, and a great place for this ward because you can see it actually misses the range of that sentry. That ward probably going to stick there for a while, at least until they get a pick. Jug going into the jungle. Let's see what Jug is building. He's still got a Yasha queued up and a Manta. So not really focused on getting a farming item. It looks like Jug wants to fight maybe a little early on. He did pick up like an early Mithril Hammer. Oh, I suppose this Mithril Hammer is going to get built into a Maelstrom, so that will be his farming item. That's my apologies. I am not a 1 or a 2 player, so I don't recognize that all that often. Kid Dynamite trying to get some chip damage here on this middle tower, but it is dangerous. He doesn't really have any friends, and unknown to him, he was standing right on top of a ward. I guess they know he's there anyway, because he's hitting the tower.
Coin for me.
We'll go back to the normal directed camera. The directed camera brought to you by Schick. Holy Schick, it's a Schick for all of your shaving needs. It's a Schick. As we go into Farming Simulator 2021 here in the Week 1 match between Backdoor Boys and Lich Better Have My Money. At this point, Jug really hoping that he could have had this Maelstrom
needs a
sooner.
hand.
We'll look at the kill charts here. We got, let's see here.
Radiant's
3
bottom
kills on
tower is
Jug. He
under
is actually doing quite well. 3 kills. Oh, and we got Shadow Fiend coming in, using up his ultimate, and they will take out that Tide Hunter. Tide didn't stand a chance there. As we utilize the Shadow Fiend ultimate. I believe we also use the Finger of Death, so both those cooldowns are down. Both those cooldowns are down, which means that Lich better have my money probably looking to fight here pretty soon, if they can. If they can get a pick. Really what they want to do is they want to find the Shadow Fiend. The Shadow Fiend is sort of off to the races. He does have the Shadow Blade. I believe he probably utilized the Shadow Blade there in the bottom lane, to pick up that kill.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And then after the Shadow Blade, he is going to pick up what looks like a BKB. So yeah, this Shadow Fiend is ready to just off to the races. He is ready to be fighting as often as possible. Or as, definitely as often as this does. Ooh, he comes in and blows the Ravage. They pick up the Lion in the backline, but he doesn't have friends to follow up with the Ravage. So the Ravage doesn't result in another kill. Oh, never mind. They pick up the Grimstroke there as well. Those 2 kills. 2 kills for a pretty big cooldown. Not bad. Both supports. But not terrible. Would have preferred picking up a core there, but you know, beggars can't be choosers at that point. And 2 kills does get you back into the game. They're probably going to try and take this this tier 1 bottom.
Radiant's bottom tower needs a hand.
A good tower that you want to get early, especially when you're playing on Dire side, because this opens up the larger portion of the Radiant jungle and allows you to play and block out more farm from their cores.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We got Debush TPing up here. Debush, does he have double damage? Is he actually affected by double damage? He is affected by double damage. Doesn't have any allies though, so not really looking to do anything with it other than farm. We got 4 roaming here in the bottom lane. Looking to see if they can't pick something off here. They're running into 4 of them in the middle lane. Do they have a smoke? They do not have a smoke. So they're just going to have to walk into them. Meanwhile, Backdoor Boys is smoked into here. They are going to find the Jug. Are they going to be able to get him? Jug does spin to get out of there, so he can't get hexed. That is a bummer. That is one time that Rada probably wishes he had this Blink Dagger. Sorry, they probably wish they had this Blink Dagger. And Tide Hunter coming back in here. Want to beat up this this Grimstroke. Meanwhile, the backline Slark going in. Silence will go off. So no abilities, unplugging everybody's keyboards, but it doesn't matter. They are going to pick up a kill on Dogtown. Oh, and the ultimate comes out for the Shadow Fiend. Can the Shadow Fiend pick this, pick off this Wind Ranger? They do get her. That's 2 big kills. 2 big kills going to Backdoor Boys. Backdoor Boys looks like they're probably going to secure this tier 2. Tide Hunter does not have Ravage for another 22 seconds, so they're going to have to give this one up. They will use the Fortify.
Not to do it till that's done.
Make these guys back off. Meanwhile, Debush in the bottom lane, still farming. He does have that Maelstrom. Hoping for that Yasha next. What else do we have over here? Slark currently he's got the Ogre Axe. He does have the Echo Saber. He is going to build the BKB next. So yeah, it looks like Backdoor Boys is ready to just start, you know, being as aggressive as possible. They're going for these early BKBs. They just say, you know what? Oh, we also have an Echo Saber on a bad one. So we just got a lot of early items to say, you know what? We are here, and we are ready to go. We are wanting to make this our match. This is a brave Lion here playing really far forward. A lot of damage coming out. Tide Hunter unable to get off the Ravage. Unable to get off the Ravage early on. Wind Ranger hopping onto that Slark doing a lot of damage, but I don't know if she's going to be able to finish it out. And then we have Debush going down as well, and this is just falling apart on the side of Lich better have my money. Abaddon going after the Silencer, and this is an Abaddon 3, so Abaddon just does not care. He's going to come in and take you out and then knock out the Silencer as well. Wind Ranger alone in the backline, and without her ultimate, not really able to take anybody out. It looks like Minoi might be able to take this tower without having to worry about much. That is an early tier 2, a 17-minute tier 2 going down.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
They will in
Dire's
fact
top
get it.
tower
Taking
is
down a tier
fallen.
2 does open up the outpost, so they will be able to take this outpost. Although I'm not sure if they have the heroes here to be able to do it. No supports here to take it out, so they're probably going to have to give this one up unless Manoy feels really confident. He's actually pretty low. He does have that Dragonlance now.
An exceptional find.
Grimstroke holding on to a whole bunch of observers and sentries, so he just says, you know what, we want to make sure that we have vision of you so that way we can continue to be aggressive. Dogtown has that Urn of Shadows. Kid Dynamite has the Maelstrom and is building the BKB. Meanwhile, DeBush continues to farm as much as possible. He wants to get his items so that way he can help lift his team out of this deficit. It's not too far away, only a 5k gold deficit, but we shall see. Let's turn it over to net worth, and the net worth charts is this Shadow Fiend is massive, as we have seen. Shadow Fiend having a huge impact on this game. Oh no, but we have Rana getting picked off alone in the bottom lane. Unfortunately, one little tiny lion trying to pick up a little creep wave, trying to get a little bit of extra gold there to get some support items. That is just support life there. But, you know, valuable knowledge. That is space created for his carry.
Radiant are scanning for enemies. Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
As we come up on the 19-minute mark
Dire's
here in
middle
this
tower is
game.
under attack.
Got some new neutral items coming out. We got
Dire's top tower is about to be
a
Radiant's
little bit of
top
farming.
rubble.
It seems that, oh, we have somebody knocking on the front door here. Sorry, my Ring doorbell just went off, and Shadow Fiend is here and ready to make things happen here in the top lane.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, we do got a smoke. A smoke by Lich Better Have My Money. Gonna see if they can get something out of
Dire's
it.
top tower
They're
is
focused
under attack.
on their main jungle, the top side of the map. Not really sure what they're gonna go to. They want to get the Shadow Fiend, but the Shadow Fiend does have Shadow Blade, which makes it really hard for a pick. So we'll see if they can find anybody else in here. Meanwhile, Backdoor Boys might be aware of
Dire's
it.
top
Well, they
tower
didn't
is about to
see
be
the
Radiant's
smoke. They
top
didn't have a ward in there, but they are playing very passive, real tight. Good coordination. Kid Dynamite will take that. Outpost. So now they know. Now they definitely know there's somebody there.
Regeneration.
And an interesting setup here. Shadow Fiend completely on an island away from the rest of his team, but not really worried. Does have that Shadow Blade. Oh, but they will go in on him. They did get the dust. Oh, and the stun. Fantastic plays. This is a huge pickoff if they can get it. Oh, but he does get the fear off. Is he going to be able to take him out? Dogtown gets out of there. Fantastic pick. Well done. Fantastic pick by Lich Better Have My Money, and they needed that. That was a big one. So Shadow Fiend will be dead for 44 seconds. We'll see if they can get something else. They have the Ravage. They have the Ravage and the Blink, so now might be a really good time to group up and utilize that Ravage to take out the rest of their team. Or to at least secure some of this map. We don't have a tier 1 in the mid lane, don't have a tier 1 in the top lane. Although the top lane tier 1 probably the least important objective on the map. But this tier 1 in the mid lane would really help. That kind of opens up the map and allows you to play more, it gives you more safety. They definitely have to overextend a little bit farther to be able to take you out. So I'm sure DeBush would love to have that taken out. Silencer here having a 4-staff is going to pick up the Glimmer Cape. Glimmer Cape, great support item. DeBush finding himself a nice Vambrace there in the jungle. Picking that out of the pocket of some jungle creeps. Looks like Tidehunter going for the early, what is this called? Pipe of Insight. Pipe of Insight. Interesting choice. I guess they're concerned about the amount of damage coming out of this Shadow Fiend. The hard part about Pipe of Insight, though, is that if Shadow Fiend comes in and ults you from invisibility, you cannot pipe in order to protect yourself from the initial burst damage. So you're gonna have a lot of burst damage coming through. Although that would be difficult to have. Period. I feel like what Lich Better Have My Money really wants to do is just cover the map in sentries so that way they know every time this Shadow Fiend is coming out. Because this Shadow Fiend is looking to fight whenever he possibly can. Jug continuing to farm. Almost has his Manta style. A little bit poking back and forth as we come up on the 23-minute mark. 23 minutes into this game, we have 15 kills going to the Radiant, 13 kills going to the Dire, with a 5K net worth lead going on Backdoor Boys. Both teams doing a little bit of scouting here. A little afraid to get picked off. Tidehunter Ravage coming back up here pretty soon. We have... Tidehunter Ravage actually is up. We don't have enough mana for it. So if I were this Tide, I'd be looking to get back there, get some mana, so that way we can pick a fight. They do give him a mango. Helpful mango there. Here you go, bud. Have a treat. We picked this up off the craft services table. Thought you might like it. Both teams possibly thinking the same thing here. Do we have a double smoke on both sides? I wonder. We do have a smoke on Backdoor Boys. They are going to see if they can come in here and get a pick. What does the Shadow Fiend have? He does have the BKB now. So Shadow Fiend going to be pretty scary in this fight. Does Shadow Blade. The Ravage goes off, so he does get all the team in it. Oh, and they have the stun on the Shadow Fiend, so they are going to use the Wind Ranger ultimate. The silence comes up, but man, Shadow Fiend just dishing out so much damage here. He does have his BKB. BKB's out of here. Slark, in the meanwhile, taking out the back line. They do take out the Shadow Fiend with Debush, but now Debush is on a full retreat trying to get away from this Abaddon. And meanwhile, the Slark is going ham in here in the back line. Slark has 21 Essence Shift stacks. And this Slark is not afraid to keep going. He is going to dive underneath the tower. Do they get this Tidehunter here? Tide running away, and he does take out the Tide. And Jug in no position to fight, does not have his ultimate, does have Blade Fury, but I don't think you want to fight into this Slark right now. Slark trying to get the Ioscati on his side. This game may be getting a little out of hand. $6K net worth lead at 25 minutes. All quiet on the Western Front as it looks like Backdoor Boys is going to go over here and try and take this Roche. They're thinking about it. No vision on it from Lich Better Have My Money, although you have to imagine they're also thinking about it. Thinking about trying to secure that away from the enemy team. But it's really tough. When this Tidehunter does not have Ravage, it's really hard to fight into the enemy team, especially because the Shadow Fiend has shown you how much damage he can do without even activating his ultimate. Oh, they will find them over here. Slark playing very aggressive. Slark activating his BKB as well. Is going to go in on this enemy team. He does also activate his Shadow Dance, so they can't hit him. They will take out the Tidehunter. The Low Soul ultimate coming out from Minoy. But they have them on full retreat here, and they are running. Fantastic Earth Spike by Rada there. Gets a double Earth Spike, double stun, and they will take them out. That is 3 kills and probably a tier 2 here in the mid lane, or at least a Roche.
Dire's middle tower looks to be disintegrating.
7K gold lead as it starts to get a little bit out of hand. They do activate the Fortify, but I'm not sure if they're really all that worried about it. As long as they have creeps here, they are going to take out this tower. Don't even need creeps. And they're actually going to go for the tier 3. So they're going to go try and push Rax here. Probably a good idea. They have the Juggernaut showing in the bottom lane. Juggernaut does have his
middle tower is under attack.
What is this called? Manta style. And is building the Ag Scepter, but I don't know if he's going to have time to finish this Ags before he's forced to come back here and take a fight. That's mid-Rax going down. Mid lane has completely gone in the direction of Backdoor Boys. They do get the smoke on the Abaddon. Abaddon gonna go down, so that's 1 pick. But the team is on retreat here, and I think they're probably gonna get away. Wind Ranger coming in here, trying to find some stragglers, maybe getting a free lion, but I don't think he's gonna get it. Ooh, and we got a fight going on down here in the Radiant Triangle. They do get a pick off there with the Grimstroke. But now they're retreating. This Slark is coming in, and Slark is ready to go. And they will pick up another kill there on the Lion, and the only one left is the Shadow Fiend. So actually, really good turn. Really good turn for Lich Better Have My Money.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
They are going to get a mid tower out of that kill, but not really much other than that. Hoping to just secure some vision on the map.
Radiant's courier is dead. I wonder what idiot got it killed. Radiant are scanning for enemies.
They are interested, making sure that they're not taking the Roshan. They will scan the Rosh. This is a close match here. Still only a 6K separation. Bush picks up a Paladin Sword. Good neutral item. We'll see if he decides to hold on to it. He does. And he does actually have the Ag Scepter. So now, Lich Better Have My Money picking up, turning into like a little bit more of a spike here. The Bush may be ready to fight with that Ag Scepter. Make it happen. They are grouped up, and it looks like Backdoor Boys says, you know what? We don't want you to have this Roche, so we're going to take it ourselves. Meanwhile, Lich Better Have My Money smokes up. Do they go to the Roche pit, or do they wander into the jungle? They are going to head over to the Roche pit, but Roche is going to go down. Are they going to pick the fight anyway? They're already in. He does use the Ravage, so they are going to fight into this Roshan. Roche is on, Aegis is on Slark. Slark trying to go in here. They're on full retreat. They do activate the Silence to try and protect themselves. But they are going to take out the Tidehunter anyway. And now, if you're Backdoor Boys, I think you're thinking, we're ready to close this game out. We're ready to take you down. Want to get a buyback on this Tidehunter. They are going to go after this top Rax.
Set in stone.
And it looks like they're doing everything they can to force them off, but a fantastic double Earth Spike again by Rata. In comes the Jug Ultimate. Jug, oh, I'm sorry, that is only his Swift Slash. No, I'm sorry, that is his Omni Slash. They do take out the Slark, but that is Aegis down, and they are a little overextended. Jug on the back end here does get taken out. Will Kid Dynamite get taken out as well? No, Kid Dynamite is going to get away, but it looks like they're probably going to be able to take this Rax. And can they run away with the game?
Dire's top tower has fallen. Dire's top barracks has fallen. I like where this is going.
They do get the top Rax, and it looks like they're saying, yep, we want the throne. We want it all. Coming in here, making you pay the iron price for it. As Chris gets gushed there, doing a little spit on him. Get off my home.
Dire's middle tower is fallen.
I will protect this house, but it looks like they're not going to be able to do it, and I think this might be it. No buyback on the Juggernaut makes this super difficult for them to defend. And it looks like, I think this may be the game. Dogtown will jump in, use his ultimate, try and deal out as much damage as possible. He will get taken down. The Tide gets taken down as well. They're on full retreat. That is a death on the Wind Ranger. Wind Ranger will buy back, but I don't know if that's going to be enough, ladies and gentlemen. And that is the game. Ladies and gentlemen, that is the game with Backdoor Boys victory. Backdoor Boys picking up the first victory, the first win in this series. Fantastic plays. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. We will be back at you with the second game in the series. Again, I am your host, Captain Rob, aka the Banana Stand. Thank you so much for being here, and I wish all of you a fantastic day.